Everybody out on YouTube to today's closing bell show. Have Peter and myself here once again on this slow, crazy day where the market
Good afternoon, everybody.
Take a reverse course at about 2:30 when news broke on the stimulus package.
Yeah, I'm not fond of those news days where you get like random snippets of news that can affect the market.
Yes, that just kind of come out of nowhere at you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay if it's one piece of news and then you have to deal with that, but like this is the drip feed, right? Because I found that the last few times we've talked stimulus, you'll get, as people are leaving chambers, you get one piece of news and then someone else comes out and they give you a different piece of news, and it can set the market sort of spinning here a little bit. So we have to be careful on this, right? Because look,
Yeah.
see, isn't that perfect?
I don't have Benzinga on. What's the news?
It's perfect timing. We just had a piece of news that one party is saying they should get to a deal tonight. The other party saying they're far apart and then the deal's not going to happen. So you know what? I'm going to turn Benzinga off here. But yeah, that's the type of news that can churn the markets and really mess with your trades, because you just don't know. Like you can't rely on your patterns because they could get disrupted. I mean, it could support them or it could just rip them apart. So
Yep. Especially if you're in a long trade right around 225-ish. I know John was looking at Nvidia to the long side.
yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of volume on Palantir, this tech company, PLTR, one of our IPOs for today, and the most anticipated of the IPOs. Right now, it's price-wise, it's not looking so good, but we're up to 300 million shares traded on it, and it charged through all those levels we were looking at when somebody had called up Bookmap earlier. So we'll look at where those levels are. I still see on the bid, though, if you look down the line, there's still a ton of shares sitting sort of every 5 cents. Somebody's got a bunch of shares loaded up. So certainly don't have to worry about liquidity anyways on PLTR.
John's like, I looked out both times. That's good. It's always good to get your trade killed before you get into it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's that. I would say that's an indication of a good rule set, right?
Yeah.
Because if you've got some solid rules that let you know what to do, then this kept you out of trouble. Oh yeah, look at yeah. Jeez, Nvidia, that's a hard trade. I don't know. Look at the size of those moves. That doesn't make me comfortable at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
I
how
don't
you guys
trade
trade
Nvidia.
Nvidia.
John can.
Yeah, it's
I can't do that.
no, it looks ugly to me.
Baba wasn't too bad this morning. Even the spread wasn't that bad on it. But we got the
JRAD has gone long on what? PLTR? Damn you. Why are the times? Oh, I see. It's in your time. Oh, never mind.
in my time.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the times in the room as I see it, and like John just posted at 3:36, but on yours it says 12:36.
Oh.
It's in your local time. That's all.
On the yeah.
I'm like,
Let's do the
why
time
is the
warp
time
again.
wrong? Yeah.
There's the time warp. makes it difficult.
It just pull. Yeah, the room just pulls the time from your local device. So. Hey, Brian, you are again working the kitchens of the cafe, are you? Yes, he has to
Yes,
revert to
yes, I
typing.
am.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, I guess business is good then.
Yeah, a little noisy here today. No, I'm just downtown. I'm at the. I'm going to just nip over to the BBT office after we do the close here today.
Oh, you mean
So I'm
like the
just
Peak Capital offices?
the Peak Capital. Yep, we're just
Oh,
next door in a coffee shop. So I'm
excellent.
gonna.
Well,
Excellent.
lounge on the sofa for me.
And once
Yes,
again,
we'll get a bird's eye
good
view.
to be.
All right.
It looks like everything's just kind of going sideways for now, waiting for the close to come.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get something.
I missed that entry. I don't want to chase it here.
Yeah, I know, Baba. Baba has been the
All right, I did a
interesting one
bad
for me
thing.
today.
Oh, come on.
Baba has given me FOMO all day long.
There you go. There you go. Come on. Okay. I'm going to take some off here. I chased Microsoft here a little bit, but we'll see what it can do. Stop is now at break even, which is 209.40. I took a real quick partial, just 20 cents up, because this is where it hit just before 3:30. Sure enough, it's bouncing off of that. Let's see, though. I'm not sure. It feels today like Microsoft is leading the markets a little bit. The Qs and the SPY both seem to be just a second behind of Microsoft. Maybe that's just, I mean, a fraction of a second. Could just be my perception of things. But
It seems to be the
okay, I'm
Chinese
out.
stocks are. The Chinese stocks are the ones that were strong today. Baba, JD, Baidu. Um, they were the ones that kind of carried the market. Of course, with the Chinese data that came out overnight, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They are up. Like I'm looking at Baba, it's up 5.6%. I don't like trading that. Baidu up 3%. Yeah. Oh, Microsoft. You just had to spike down to get me out, did you? Anyways. All right, I got a little partial, and then I got stopped out just below my break even, so that was a pretty nothing-ish trade.
Cup of coffee.
Barely that. Brian's gonna have to put one on my tab again.
No problemo. No problemo, Peter.
Thanks.
I got you
I
covered.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's a shame I don't drink coffee. Do you have hot chocolate there? I'll take a hot chocolate.
Oh, they've got any number of libations here, so you're good to go.
Excellent. Oh, maybe I can go top shelf, get some good stuff then.
Some hot cocoa.
Yeah,
That does
I'd
sound
like some
pretty
hot
good,
cocoa.
though.
Red Bull. Oh, I'm not a big Red Bull fan. I don't drink caffeine drinks at all. I just normally say I'm naturally caffeinated. I don't need them. So
I got burnout on Red Bull and Monsters back in 2000, what, 4 or 5? I would drink those. That's like what we would hydrate on to keep our
Yeah, you would live off of those.
literally
Yeah.
live off of them. I would go through a case of Monsters in probably 2 days.
Just noting Donkey Kong and Penn are moving up here.
Yes, Rippets, John, all the time. But you got to get the quarter can Rippets, not that whole can stuff they sell here in the States.
Microsoft, you annoyed me. But I did chase the entries, so here's it shows a sign that a good entry would have made the difference. But as I said, I knew I was chasing it when I went in, which is why I managed it very tight. So, but yeah, Corey, no, I don't drink any caffeine drinks. I just I'm the only hot drink I'll ever drink is cocoa, and I get my caffeine through chocolate. Unfortunately, I have to eat about 800 pounds of it to get any appreciable caffeine input.
That's probably pretty good, though. I probably have more caffeine than I need.
Yeah. I was watching a documentary about Red Bull and how they make their money and their business model. It was fascinating. I found it was fascinating. They their most expensive event they ever put on, single event, was, do you remember the highest altitude jump that was ever made? The guy went up to, like, I don't know what it was. I don't even know, like 80,000 feet, something. He was in space, basically.
I remember that.
So it cost them $50 million to put that on. Yeah, in a balloon, right. He went up in the balloon and then jumped off of it in outer space, plummeted back to Earth, 103,000 feet. There you go. Norm would know. Like, it was crazy. Anyways, it cost them $50 million to put that event on. But the estimate in the PR, the benefit they got back in terms of sales and recognition, it was estimated at $6 billion.
Wow.
So talk about a good event, a good return on your event investment. Like, according to this YouTube video I watched, which...
How do you calculate that, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little suspect, admittedly, yes.
That would be
Even if they were off by an order of magnitude, right? I mean, that's, let's assume that they were off by a factor of 10. That's still 600 million, which is, a 12-fold return on their investment. So
yeah, that is interesting that he didn't burn up on re-entry. That he didn't go up high enough.
Yeah, I assume they worked out the math. However, it works. I mean, maybe he had the ability to slow his descent enough that he didn't hit that terminal velocity, but I don't know.
Here's Baba trying for the high of the day again.
Microsoft has made it to VWAP. I am not there for the ride, unfortunately. A little upset about that, but he wears Nike Airs. Yeah. It was the suit. He had like a frictionless suit or something that did it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, not frictionless. A low friction suit covered in Crisco. he came down like a baked chicken wing. You smell good. You look terrible.
Going. Let's see what this Baba trade does if it decides it wants to break.
So Nicola, just looking at Nicola's had an interesting. I just was thinking Nicola had an interesting day. After that sort of reaffirmation by GM that they were still committed to them despite all the news that's come out.
I didn't realize that Nikola had that news, but you're right. That news, I'm guessing based on the chart alone, that news came out around 10:48-ish. It looks like that's when the stock started to take off. What a lovely bottom, though. Let me see here. Let's find the news.
Yeah, that was nice little bottom on it. There goes Baba breaking through.
Yeah, 10:56. Nikola shares spike as traders circulate a CNBC comment. Don't be surprised if GM takes a bigger stake. So it looks like, yeah, there is a CNBC reporting that presumably happened 10 minutes earlier that drove that that increase. Huh. Well, I missed that news. Oh,
Pushing,
Microsoft.
Baba pushing.
Don't you hate those? Romo. They got Romo. It's that one candle, that one little candle that had to come and spike me out. Wasn't for you, little candle.
PRNT. PLTR.
Hmm?
PLTR.
Oh no, I'm looking at Microsoft. Yeah. Looks like JRAD got his trade on PLTR because it never came back to his entry, so he got some movement out of that. It worked out. Well done, Jared. Mike, have we got any earnings tonight?
So earnings this afternoon are pretty abysmal. But
oh, yes, nothing.
But tomorrow morning we actually have some decent ones tomorrow before the market opens. We got Bed Bath & Beyond, Pepsi Cola, Constellation Brands, and CAG, which usually seem to hit our watch list typically.
Yeah, Conagra doesn't normally trade well, but the rest are possibilities. Constellation is not normally a good trader, but it has. But actually, the only time I ever traded it when they announced they were investing the billion in CGC, right? The Canopy Growth.
Yeah.
But anyways, good. Yeah, a couple then tomorrow morning.
So
We got some events tonight, guys. We have an event I'm actually looking forward to. It should be good. I know we're going to talk about it later, but just a reminder for all our members, you're going to be able to have access.
Right now,
there you go. So this is for all lifetime members. You can join us and Mark Randall. Mark's going to be talking about the collection of the worst trades he's ever seen. Love the title. We actually had him on the pre-market show where he was talking about the presentation, and it sounds like he's looking forward to telling us about them. He mentioned there's one, for instance, Microsoft is killing me here. Anyways, there was one that happened 15 years ago that still makes him laugh every time he looks at it. So I'll look forward to that. That's tonight at 8 p.m. So join us 4 hours after the market close, 8 p.m. in the webinar room for all of our lifetime members. It will be recorded and will be available if you can't make it live. And then next week, we're going to have an early session. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Eamon is joining us live from Russia, as he does all the time. And he's going to be talking Wednesday evening about developing a trade book for consistent profitability. So join us at 5 p.m. next week, the 7th of October. And it is October starting tomorrow. That's crazy, man. What's happened here? Anyways, so those are our two upcoming, or next two anyways, upcoming webinars.
Of the day we have today's goes to August out there trading Apple and bought in on during the second pullback after it rejected the high of the day. Bought in twice, added into the position as it started going up, and then partial on the way up. Got decent move, about $1.50 move with some decent risk that was in there. Nice clean trade. without a lot of headaches. So congratulations, August. And did notice that this was your first submission, as a matter of fact, as well. So
Excellent. Well done.
job.
I like this trade because you can tell the difference between the opening chop that Apple often puts in. Look at the wicks on those candles up until about the point where it leveled out, and then we started to see a little more consistent movement. So August managed to get in very early on that and enjoy that more consistent movement all the way up the chain. So good trade. I'm a little sheepish. I didn't catch it myself. I was watching it. I don't know why I missed that. I was actually short into that and then got stopped out. Actually, no, I was long.
Yes.
But I didn't hold for as long as you did, so well done.
It just brings back more FOMO that I had all day today.
Yeah, that's right.
I missed this, too. This was a great trade.
Yeah.
Lots
we
of
congratulate you on it as much as it pains us.
now for everybody to look at. And then next week will be Town Hall with Dr. Katz. We'll be having Zen, and Dima will be joining us for that. So looking forward to that, to discuss some psychology issues that are going on there and getting Dr. Katz insight with that. So, and with that said, and also for all of our members that are out there, in case you have not seen it, our education center has been updated. So it is a new, let me see if I can pull it up here real quick for everybody. Might need a password.
Well, Mike's doing that. I see, Chris, you're pointing out ASAN, which was our IPO today. It is moving up into the close. That's usually a good sign for an IPO when it's going higher into the close. We talked about this before. It's a potential IPO type trade where if it does this, we've got another 5 minutes to see what's going to happen. Sometimes you could take that potentially as a swing trade, and it's likely to be, well, it could potentially be higher tomorrow. I'm not advising you do it. However, if it's a trade that matches your criteria, do your own assessment. But sometimes, I find that they'll sort of pop up on the second day. So we'll see if this one proves that case.
Yep. So here we go. Let me go back to let me get it pulled over there. So as you all know, if you come into our education, your dashboard's right there. If you click on our education center now, it goes to the new education. So it is now a learning module. All of the classes and success webinars have been divided up into different categories. So you have your intro classes, your foundation, technology, strategy, and psychology, and then mentorship. So they're all in there, and all you need to do if you want to go somewhere, say you want to go to psychology, you click on psychology, it'll pull it up, and then you got the different categories that go down there. And you do not have to watch a previous video to get to the next video. You can watch them in any order you want. It's just going to tell you and keep track of your progress of how many you have watched. So don't be surprised if you go look for classes if you got a new outlay for you. So
Excellent.
thanks to our
That looks good.
support and IT team behind the scenes, they spent a ton of time putting that together. So awesome job on their part.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at them. Well, that now is something to look at later. That's great. We've been talking about that for quite a while, so it's good to see it come to fruition.
Yes. And we got about, what, 2 minutes, 30 seconds going into the close. So, and hopefully now you'll be able to actually find webinars that are useful in a certain area that you're looking for instead of having to scroll through the success webinars and trying to locate the one video that you're looking for on journal or higher daybreaks or
certainly was our intent to make it easier to find.
No, Art, I don't think I'd take PLTR. I think I'd be more inclined to take ASAN, which I have taken a few shares in.
Well, there you go. See?
And I'm already green here, moving up nicely. So I did it on Peter's recommendation. So if this blows up, I am, I know. I know your address, Peter.
I don't like that pressure. That's too much. I'm gonna lose all my free coffees, my free hot cocos.
Just as long as you don't lose your lose any sleep tonight.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't go that far. So
yeah, okay, good.
Well, I hope not. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Baba Johnny, look at that, up to 295. Decided I wanted to go.
Oh yeah, it touched right on 295.
Yep.
Oh, we got 50 seconds left.
Broke through, popped up, came back, stopped John out, and then decided it wanted to go up.
Okay, good evening or good day, or maybe we'll see you on the room tonight. Interested to see Mike's. So hopefully maybe we'll see you all in the room later tonight. Have a great rest of the day, everybody.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Have a good one, Brian. I want a full report on the office, by the way. There we go. There's the bell. Well, Microsoft is pulling down into the close here. So was AMD on the market. Okay, so the market did just a little bit of pull down right at the end. Well, ASAN is still holding there. Hopefully it pops up. I'll keep a little tab on that since I feel somewhat responsible.
Yes, so tomorrow, as we mentioned, not many earnings here this afternoon, so not much going on. And tomorrow should have a decent watch list. I think there'll be some movement in the market overnight. But a surprise stimulus package, you never know.
John's pointing out. Yeah, pretty late.
Yeah.
Pretty late.
So, with that being said, gonna say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.